Hey there, and welcome back to Valley por Vida. And as promised, we've got your inside look at what professional country recording artist Callie Twisselman is up to in today's Generation Inspiration segment.
My name is Callie Twisselman, and I'm a country music singer-songwriter. I grew up on a grain and cattle ranch that's been in my family for 7 generations. And I always knew that music was what I wanted to do. I was singing since the day I could talk. And I moved to Nashville, Tennessee about 4 years ago to chase my country music dreams. And this year, finally got to release my debut music project, which is out wherever you listen to music. And the title of that is Closure. I was so excited to finally be able to release this album, and it's been a long time in the making. Every song on it is practically like a different chapter in my life. There's 5 tracks on it, and so releasing that has been really exciting. And right now I'm out on the road touring with the Cirque Musica Holiday Spectacular show, and so that's been really fun, getting to promote my music as well and seeing all parts of the different parts of the country. And just, my EP, they call it EP because it's a half album, but each song on it is really special to me. And my current single is Cowboy, which I wrote, and that one was inspired by my dad, which was neat because I grew up on a ranch and he's a cowboy, and we kind of took it into the studio and made it more spicy and made a love interest in there, but that's my single. Well, when I was asked if I wanted to join the Cirque Musica tour, it was really exciting because it's my first tour that I've ever been on. So I was like, yeah, I'll come and join. And I opened the show, and their shows are usually 7 o'clock every night, so I go on around 6:30 every city. But it's been amazing watching all the entertainers and just getting to play my music and see the audience's reactions and share it with all the fans. To one of my Cirque Musica shows. You can find all the online information on my website, callietwisselman.com, and I hope to see you there and meet you. And follow me on all my social medias, and you can keep up to date with where I'll be next. My Instagram handle is @CallieTwist, as well as my Twitter and Facebook, just Callie Twisselman.
You heard her. You can follow her online and visit her website to learn more about her current songs and to stay on top of what she's got going on in the coming months. So remember to put on those headphones and catch one of Callie's tunes, or maybe you can try listening to an audiobook or even a podcast. Our friends over at Lone Star Podcast Studio in Brownsville actually have a lot of great stories to tell from heroes and inspirational figures in the Valley. And we dropped by their studio for a sneak peek at what they do.
Good morning, guys. This is Edgar Navarro, and here we are at Lone Star Podcast Studio. Welcome. We started Lone Star Podcast Studio during the pandemic. We really started as a pandemic project, and it has been evolving into something that we really love to do, and we love it so much that now we've been started producing various shows. So it's been an amazing ride so far, and we've really enjoyed being in this industry, and we hope to share that with everybody else in the Valley. It's a very good form of telling stories, and in the Valley we love to tell stories. So we really love to do this kind of thing here at the Lone Star Podcast Studio. So we've been very excited, very fortunate to be able to do this and have the time, and now we want to share it with everybody. It really gave us an opportunity to produce shows and produce content with audio now, which is very important, to be able to produce this in a setting where we can control and where we can actually add the production value that we really wanted to in a professional setting without having to have this huge, massive studio, massive staff, all this infrastructure that obviously we could not afford, and we wanted to be able to produce a product or a content that would translate these amazing stories that we could come up with, and not only now us, but that other people can come up with. So the studio is available for rent. We produce other shows for other people, and they're able to tell their stories. So it's very important, I think, in this time and this moment, to be able to tell our stories. And I feel the Valley is very rich with that, right? We're a lot of storytellers in this area, and we need to get that out. And we figured this would be the best vehicle for that, at least for us. So we're really enjoying the process, and we hope everybody can sometime come in and enjoy it with us. I'll tell you very briefly, for us, it's been crazy because while we were building this during the pandemic, SpaceX was blowing up in our area, right? They started launch testing. They started, all these crazy people started coming from all over to check this out. It became a big buzz. And so we wanted to get into the mix, and we started actually interviewing people, and we got some amazing stories so far. And we're hoping to get way more stories of all these people that are coming and how the culture is changing. That's just one. We have Renee's uncle has created one for Harley enthusiasts in Spanish to try to get all over to people in Mexico and Latin America, to kind of see how you could structure like a long trip from here to Alaska or from here to Argentina, crazy stuff like that, or even just tips on how you can make your bike better. So there's like a tremendous opportunity, a variety of stories that you can tell.
I haven't really gotten into the swing of podcast listening myself quite yet, but it's becoming more and more popular, and I love that Lone Star Podcast Studio is doing that for the Valley. So I'm definitely going to have to get in on this. But if you're like me, maybe there's a thing or two, that we can learn about together when it comes to the world of podcasts. Did you know, for example, that according to WeDidItPodcasts.com, monthly podcast listeners have surpassed 75 million per month? The site says that podcast subscriptions surpassed the 1 billion mark way back in 2013, and of course, that number has only grown since then. It also says that about 15% of Americans listen to podcasts at least once a month, and it says that 49% of Americans who are over 12 years of age know about podcasting, even if maybe they don't frequently, listen to something. Now, the site also says that 33% of Americans have listened to podcasts before, with 1 in every 5 people in the United States saying that they prioritize listening to one amid their busy schedules. You see, podcasts have reached an equal number of males and female listening audiences, with ages 18 through 54 being the most listened to. And lastly, the site also says that 88% of podcast subscribers listen to every single episode. They don't just tune in for a couple here or there. Nope. When they are dedicated to a show, they definitely listen to it to completion. Well, hopefully you learned something, because that concludes our show for today. But we want to thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to tune in again next time on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.